With me I've got Tess and Sophie. They're not just regular players here at Bass Coast Breakers. They are now, I'm told, dual coaches. First of all, Tess, tell us the story.
Yeah, a little bit different position than I thought would be at this point of the year. Unfortunately, our coach had to step down midway through the season, so it's given us a really good opportunity, Sophie and myself, to step up and step into this role, which I guess has been a bit of a challenge, but I feel like we've set up a pretty good arrangement where Sophie manages a lot of the training sessions and a lot of the behind the scene things, managing players and that sort of thing. And since I'm not playing, I've been taking the lead on game day with a lot of that sort of those sort of aspects. But we've also got a number of people behind the scenes helping out as well. We've got Charlotte Boulding, who takes our warm-ups and some training sessions as well, along with Kelly O'Neill, who's one of our premiership players from last year, now playing with the Southern Saints. She's done a lot of skill work with the girls. And we've also got Brett Beaumont, who's a really experienced coach, kind of overseeing the coaching structure and giving us a lot of guidance and advice that's really allowed Sophie and myself and the other coaches to really develop our coaching skills. So.
Sounds like you've got it covered, Tess. I reckon she's probably the talker in the rooms and revving the girls up. Is that right, Sophie?
Yeah, she's fantastic to have, actually.
It's all right, Sophie, I'll hold them.
But
it's much more comfortable with a foot in her hand, obviously.
Yeah, so on game day I can just focus on playing and...
I'll hold the microphone, Sophie. Keep talking into the camera. I'll go and get your
I'll be the interviewer. And so it's really great to have Tess leading all the half-time, quarter-time break things. And
there you go.
There we go. That's better. Yeah, I feel more familiar now. But yeah, and I technically can be just an on-field coach, which is really handy. I can help direct the girls on the field, especially in the midfield brigade. So we try and set up our coaching to be within each of the forwards, backs and mids, and I can just particularly focus on that, which is really good.
So you and I have spoken before. You're in Interleague, is that right? Was it Interleague? Where did we speak?
No, I went to a coaching workshop by Boven. And, yeah.
Sorry, well, you should be in Interleague. You're that good.
Yeah, nah.
One thing I want to ask you though, as you're a playing coach, is that right? Yeah. Do you ever ball watch and think, oh, maybe she should be there and she should be there instead of actually going for the ball yourself?
I think I'm catching myself that I'm doing that, but it's good because already she's going for it and then I can just tell her to do my job a little bit. But it's all about developing the players. So I'm really liking that role. But hopefully I'm getting a bit of the ball, Tess.
From the sidelines, it's definitely not happening. It's amazing how many contests Sophie actually gets to, so there's not a lot of ball watching happening.
Yeah, I'm told she's a pretty good player. I need to ask you though, you're not playing, why not?
I'm actually pregnant, so it's...
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's pretty hard watching from the sidelines, so yeah.
So this is probably a really silly, dumb male question. How long can you play when you're pregnant? You know, like when did you find out and when did you stop and all that sort of stuff?
You usually play up to around about 12 weeks, which to me cut me out exactly before round one, so no games for me this year, but fortunately, you know, there's another role for me to take on and still be involved.
Is it your first?
Yes, it is.
Congratulations, well done. I just need to ask a couple of more questions about the club because you guys have obviously been involved in the club for a little while. How long have you been involved, so?
Yes, since the start of it, so 2017. Same with Tess.
And so, what drew you to this club and what drew you to footy?
Well, we established the first women's football team in our area, so for Bass Coast, we're the first one. So that's what kind of drew me. I live here and I've always wanted to play footy, but it's always been probably when I first started, I wanted to play with people I know, so that's also the great thing about starting the first footy team with Breakers.
What about you, Tess?
Yeah, I guess playing footy has always been a dream of mine, along with my sister Ella, who I'm sure you've interviewed as well. I guess we grew up dreaming of playing footy. There was no opportunities here, but being quite stubborn. We thought, well, how do we make that happen? And the dream actually started probably about 5 years ago, starting a youth girls team. I guess we realised to make it sustainable, we needed to have some youth coming through that would actually keep the numbers up. So we started off with a youth girls team at Darlston. I think there's now 4 local youth girls teams that we try really hard to link up with, and that allows, I guess, a pathway from that youth girls into women's, and hopefully the next step then is for us to encourage girls to go to the next level, if that's for them.
And it seems to have improved out of sight, and of course now you two guys have joined the coaching ranks. I'm sure it's just going to skyrocket.
Yeah, it's been a bit up and down though. So first year it was all about developing our skills. The second year it was about probably going that extra level. But then this year we stepped up into a higher league, and then unfortunately a few of our premiership players, not unfortunately because they're all going on to better things, you know, work-wise and everything else. So it's fantastic for them. But because we lost them, we actually got heaps of new players, net bowlers, for example. So we're kind of starting from scratch for half the team, and then a lot of our experienced players, it's not just me and Tess probably coaching, it's a lot of the other experienced players helping out and fast forwarding their development, which is really great. Watching
the last couple of weeks, seeing the development we've had, it's actually, you know, you look at the scoreboard and it's one thing, but to watch the games and to see how hard we're actually pushing these teams, how much effort the girls are bringing, it's actually been really enjoyable to watch. And I mean, as Sophie said, we've moved back into a bit of a development stage. Over the last, I think, 3 weeks, we've had 7 girls play their first game of footy ever, which, you know, going into a Division 1 comp, that's, you know, it's a big challenge. But I think going back to, I guess, the start, we set this club up around creating a really welcoming and inclusive culture that encourages girls to come out and have a try.
That's the main thing, it's the attitude. And if you have fun, eventually the skills and the tough, all that stuff happens. I just want to thank both of you girls, first of all. Soph, good luck for the rest of the season as a player and as a coach, and thanks for your time. And Tess, good luck for you as a coach and also as a mum to be. Do you know, boy or girl?
No, not finding out.
I tell you what, there's one thing that's definite though. I bet you they're going to play footy. Good on you girls, thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Get your game face on.